Well, Jim, it's just good to be here with you, my friend, and visiting you, lead pastor in Dundee Central. But you have a strong burden on discipleship, and you've produced something you've just shown me.
Yeah.
Say something about it, will you?
Yeah, we were really concerned, as most churches are concerned, about the deepening and the development of the congregation. And so we moved towards something that we call intentional disciple making. And part of it is this. We produced these booklets, one-to-one and iron sharpens iron. And we produced one-to-one first, and we had lots of women signing up for it. But it was pointed out to me that it might just be a bit too touchy-feely. So I rewrote the booklet and called it Iron Sharpens Iron, and we actually have more men involved in discipleship in Central now than women. It's a voluntary thing. It lasts 18 months. It's not rocket science. It's very simple. But the ethos is that we are seeking to teach people through God's Word, through the experience of more experienced Christians, what it means to follow Jesus within the context of church life. And that's what it's about. So it's an intentional thing. People at the beginning of the course, it's really not for people who just want a kind of pastoral cuddle. It's not for people like that. It's for people who want to kick on in their Christian lives. And so at the beginning of what we do, we ask them what their aims are in this. So the word intentional is very important in what we do.
Now, Jim, you have established a strong preaching ministry here, and you've just reached a certain age, you were telling me a minute ago.
That's my cover blown.
Does this mean that you've given up on preaching?
Certainly not. But God's word has to be applied in different ways, and the preaching the word remains central to what we do. But that preaching has to be backed up in small groups. It has to come to us person to person and also individually, the word open before the Lord. In all these ways, God speaks to us. And
now, you use the word has to. That's pretty strong.
Yeah.
Can you just say a little bit about that?
Yeah, well, I think sometimes different personalities engage with the word in different ways. But core to that, I think, that there is, if I take the preaching ministry, which I'm very committed to, there is an authority there in the teaching ministry from the front on a Sunday that you can't be the same way when you're in a small group or a one-to-one. And there is a need for that authoritative preaching from the Word, I think. Yeah. So I'm committed to that. Will remain always. Pray God.
Jim, thank you for sharing that. The Lord continue to bless you in your ministry.